Who else is ready?
My mom!
That's what I figured. Anyway, welcome to the underwater level. Um, I'm your host, Paler Steno. Do not ask why I'm in a like cow maid dress.
Welcome. Tonight's
Don't even.
episode is brought to you in part by Moo Moo Mage Rose. Milking the trends for 42 years and counting.
Oh, okay. But yeah, don't question it. Don't worry, I'll be out of it in like uh 36 minutes or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, welcome to the underwater level. This is where I talk about gaming news and stuff. Um, so let's just get started. Um, there is going to be a delay, apparently, for GTA 6. Um, it's now delayed to November rather than May. We talked about it like a few episodes ago about how there was like the new trailer that came out. There was a lot more information about GTA 6. And they got a firm release date of like May. It was like May 26th, I think, 2026. And now it's delayed to November 19th, 2026. This came out before all of the information about the workers that are on strike at Rockstar. Um, so I don't know if it's related. It might be, and if that strike like keeps going on, it's probably going to be delayed again. It might be delayed into 2027. Um, we'll see. I don't care about like GTA 6 enough to like want it immediately. So I'm I'm I hope the workers get what they're asking for from Rockstar, because like, man, Rockstar is like one of the most like, it's one of the richest developers just because of like how successful they've been in like the past couple of decades. So yeah, I hope the workers uh get what they want. But yeah, it's delayed at the moment. It might be delayed again. We'll see as next year plays out. Then Um, we had the Mario Galaxy movie direct earlier this month. Um, which is very cool. I'm not gonna show the trailer or anything because like last time I did that with the previous direct, it did like mess up the upload on the podcast a bit. Um, so we're just gonna like show the screenshot here. We have our actors for the characters that are going to be in Mario Galaxy. Um, Benny Safdie, which is of the Safdie brothers, mainly known as a director, not an actor. As far as as far as my understanding, I don't know that much about him, but he's playing Bowser Jr. Um, and then we have Brie Larson as Rosalina. I don't know why anybody, I didn't see like anybody predict Brie Larson being Rosalina, but it kind of makes sense. Like she's like a huge Nintendo fan. Um, a big fan of Mario Galaxy in general as well. Um, but yeah, and it makes it like, Captain Marvel from space, Rosalina from space. So, um, yeah, she did some commercials for them. Um, so yeah, and here's our first like look at Rosalina as well. With the Lumas and everything. Um, yeah, kicked out her boyfriend for taking Super Mario Galaxy too seriously, which is funny. Um, but yeah, there was the direct that happened last week. Looks great. I'm very excited for it. Uh, coming out what, April next year? Um, yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't show Yoshi. They didn't show Yoshi. We don't have anything about like a voice actor for Yoshi. Yoshi might just have Yoshi noises. That's kind of what I'm kind of hoping. For the movie, but we'll most likely see Yoshi in the next trailer. Since we did get all those leaks of like Yoshi on like the Old Spice and the cookie dough, um, like the Old Spice products and the cookie dough like Pillsbury stuff. So, but I don't know how I feel about Benny Safdie for Bowser Jr. He sounds kind of strange. He just sounds like a kind of a pitched up Jack Black a little bit. That's what I thought it was when we first watched the trailer. Um, so I'm not like it might, like, grow on me, but I don't know. I was, expecting something a bit, like, younger sounding for Bowser Jr. Um, and then for, there's, like, elements of, like, both Odyssey and, Super Mario Wonder in the movie as well, because we saw it with, like, the way Bowser Jr. looked, with, like, one of his, like, transformations. Um, and then we saw the what they call the Toastarians in Odyssey with the desert area with that upside down pyramid. Um, that yeah, yeah, the Prowler theme. Um, yeah, and Sunshine with a brush. Yeah, Bowser Jr. with his brush. No EGAD logo though, so that would be cool if we actually saw EGAD though. Um, but I'm excited for the movie. I hope that they keep like they they did mention in a direct about like the music for the for the games. I'm hoping that they keep like this film compared to the first one. I'm hoping they keep this film like its score like much more um true to the games than the first movie was. Keep Rosalina tall. Yeah. Yeah, Bowser Jr.'s eyes are a little weird. From what we saw. I'm not gonna play the trailer here just because uh like we said. Oh yeah, yeah. Here's the new poster that they showed as well. I love how they're pointing. It's great. But yeah, there's the upside down pyramid. So there's definitely gonna be uh some elements of Odyssey in the movie as well as Wonder. So I'm excited though for this movie. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll like it more than the first one, but we'll see. Not seeing Scream Fury Road. Oh yeah, especially with the their outfits here. All right. Next thing, Way Forward apparently. Limited Run Games had their like little direct thing, I guess. Um, but Way Forward announced that they're working on the next Shantae game. So let's see what Matt Bozon has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Bozon, director of the Shantae series. On behalf of Way Forward, Limited Run Games, and everyone who works on the Shantae games, I just want to say thank you all so much for making the launch of Shantae Advance Risky Revolution a huge success. We couldn't have done it without you.
Oh,
We're
sorry,
so grateful to have fans like you.
Getting
And today I get to share some very exciting news, and that is that we are currently hard at work on a brand new 7th entry in the Shantae series. So we won't have anything to share for a while, but we hope you'll look forward to it. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.
So yeah, new Shantae coming out, or they're being worked on. Very interesting. Because Shantae and both Risky Boots, they have twin tails. Um, that's gonna be very interesting to see what they do with Shantae's moveset, having twin tails, because this is the first time we've seen her like that. They only have some like different moves with her hair, because like her hair is like her like main thing. So we'll see. I still need to play Risky Revolution. Related, but also not official, is something that I think is really cool. Is a ROM hack, basically, of Fire Emblem with Shantae characters. I just thought this was really neat. Take a look at the trailer here. Oops. Shantae emblem. Yeah, with like portraits and everything. Yeah, I mean, it has like other Way Forward characters like Mighty Switch Force and River City Girls and other things. Like the art style for sure, yeah. Shit people do with GBA Fire Emblem sprites always impresses me. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of her cut transformations, the succubus transformation. But yeah, yeah, this uh this creator making this ROM pack, it looks really cool. And they're preparing to release it next year. So, I definitely want to check it out. Um I started like playing like the first Fire Emblem, like the GBA Fire Emblem, the first one that released here. I started playing that like last year to like try to beat it, but I need to get back to it because like I played it as a kid, but I never finished it. Um, because like I got to like the last battle, could not beat it, so I've been like trying to like go through that again. Um, but yeah, I just thought this was really cool. Um, but yeah, it is by Stefano 2092. Um, really cool. All right. All right, the other thing, another thing that was announced this past month was Halo campaign evolved. Let's check the trailer here.
According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Somebody order a
I got the
warthog.
bit rate.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and load, rock and roll!
Give them hell, Chief.
So, yeah, Halo campaign evolved that's coming out next year. It seems to me it seems like a desperation move from from Microsoft to make like a remake of Halo 1 again because they've already had like the anniversary edition. But there's like, with modern graphics and everything, it's going to have co-op. Um but here's the big thing. Because there's already like so many things wrong with Microsoft at the moment. Um Look at that. It's coming out on PS5. Like, yeah, Sony won. Console wars are dead. Or console wars are done. Sony won. Halo is coming to PS5. Yeah, and people had like there was a lot of discussion about like, Xbox going the way of Sega. Um but this is their guy. This is Xbox's Mario. And that going to the competition because we already talked about it a couple of podcasts ago about Gears of War. That remake coming out on on PS5. Was Halo always on Steam? Not always. Um, the Master Chief Collection came out like a few years ago. Well, not a few years ago, but it's been a while now. Um, but that came out. Originally it was like PC. The way you would play Halo on PC before was through like the Windows store or something, or like the Xbox store on Windows or something. But yeah, this is both having Gears of War. So Gears, Forza, and Halo are all going to be on PS5. Like, I don't know how you convince people to buy an Xbox then. Because like most stuff does come to Steam other than Nintendo games. Um, but yeah, because even Sony games come to Steam now. Um, though not day and date, like a lot of the Xbox games have been. But yeah, seeing this, like even like 10 years ago, saying like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put Halo on PS5." Yeah, people would have called you crazy. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Never. That's not gonna happen because like that was like a couple years. 10 years ago was 2015. That was like a couple years after both the PS4 and the Xbox One came out. Um, and even then, like Xbox was still struggling. Because like they had a very terrible reveal with the Xbox One. Um, like PlayStation basically like buried them right out the gate. So yeah, just knowing about all the politics surrounding this game. Yeah, yeah, not Astrobot though. Astrobot is not on PC. For the for any PlayStation game here. Stream member, hello. Were you just thinking about this earlier today? Halo on PS5. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, 360 was their last like successful console. I mean, technically, the Xbox One is successful, and like the series still has like its success, but it really goes all back to kind of like the Xbox One reveal and how that was kind of the beginning of the end. That was kind of the beginning of the end. Though I think it kind of goes back a bit further where there were some warning signs. Because remember how like the Kinect, like they were trying to like keep momentum with the 360? Because I really think the Xbox 360 was a fluke. Like the Xbox did fine. The original Xbox, it did fine. It did better than the GameCube, but not by much. Like Halo is the reason that the Xbox did as well as it did. Um, and then the Xbox 360, it did really well because they got out a year before the PS3 did. They had a lot of third party support on that first half of the 360's life because the PS3 was so hard to develop for. So the Xbox 360 got all the third party support. Despite that, like Sony, they were in the end, the PS3 did end up like outselling the 360. Not by much, but it did in the end. Um, like during the later half, because the later half of the PS3 was actually like very good for PlayStation. Um, but I think like their success with the 360 was kind of a fluke, mainly because I brought this up before too. The 360 had in 2009, the 360 had a 54% failure rate. That console should not have survived as long as it did because the Red Ring of Death was like kind of the worst thing for like any console. Like no other I don't think any other console had a big as a failure rate as that console did. Um when I had a 360 cuz I got my 360 in 2007. I had to send that thing in 3 times because it got red ringed 3 times. Like that's how bad that model of the 360 was. Xbox supported HD DVD, yeah. But yeah, the PS3, they released a slim model. They basically cut the price of the PS3 in half, because like, during the second half of the PS3's life, they cut it down to $299. So it was, like, a lot more competitive with the 360. Yeah, the 360 was, like, notorious for the red ring of death. Yeah. Well, I still had all the PS2. Yeah, that's funny because like, I also got the PS2 in 2007. Because like, I got the PS2 very late. Yeah, Nintendo did that to the 3DS as well. Yeah, I also do wish they kept the PS2 backwards compatibility. What's funny is that every PS3 is PS1 backwards compatible. Um, but only the launch models of the PS3 are PS2 backwards compatible. Because I thought they got rid of like, both, like PS1 and PS2 for like the models like going forward, but no, like every single um PS3 can play PS1 games. A lot. I don't know if everybody knows that, but I didn't know that, and I was like, oh, so that's how I actually played like some of my like that's how I played Final Fantasy Origins when I played Final Fantasy 2. Yeah, the ones that are either 60 gigabytes or 80 gigabytes, those are the ones that are PS2 compatible. Chicken Run PS1 on my PS3. Wait, that came out on PS1? So I got my both my PS2 and 3 and the hoping they never died. Yeah. But yeah, this kind of feels like desperation, even though it was probably worked on like, for a while. Um, but we'll see what happens. All right, something else that made people kind of mad. It made me mad too. Uh, that came out. Here's this trailer. I'm gonna put the pause the music real quick. This trailer for Dissidia Adullam Final Fantasy. Yeah, oh. Oh, a new Dissidia game? Oh no. Is there a catch? Yes, there is.
光の導きを信じよう。
みんな頑張ろう。
逃がさぬ。どいたどいた。
クリスタル答えて。ここでぶっ潰す。
本気にさせたな。全身全霊をかける。足はうがい。ついてなかったな。
いっちゃえ。
我々は皆異世界から召喚された戦士だ。
さっさと倒すぞ。ゴーストとか呼ばれてんだぜ。俺たち。
いいとこ見せるよ。
流れをこの手に乗り越える。
未来は譲れない。
これで最後だ。
戦うしかないのに。
おじいちゃんの分まで。
誇りにかけて救ってみせる。すべてを。
Oh. Yeah, here's the catch. It's mobile only. Not even PC. Yeah, new Dissidia. It's their context. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the catch. So Square Enix has had a big problem with this recently. Because it's so weird. Because earlier this year, they canceled Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. And then they announced this? Like, what? It's so weird why they would announce this game. And there's currently like a beta going on right now. That was the wrong move, yeah. And it's so weird cuz like Square Enix has a tendency to release mobile games, especially like recently, uh, to release mobile games and then completely, like, cut off support for them. And that's why people are, like, very upset at this as well, because it's also not on PC. Um, which is weird, yeah, because, yeah, Ever Crisis is actually on PC. Um, but yeah, Ever Crisis is making a lot of money I don't know if it's making money in the US, but it's making a lot of money in Japan. Um, but yeah, and like, Cicada said earlier, like, as much as I want a new full City City, I'm down for these designs. Yeah, I like the designs too. I really like them. With these classic Final Fantasy characters with the different ones they're doing here. We got Terra there. Um, we got Cloud and Prompto. I believe that's his name. I haven't played 15 yet. Um, yeah, you couldn't just port the first Dissidia. You had to make a new shitty mobile game. Yeah, I joked on Blue Sky about like, oh hey, it's Twink Cloud and his femboy boyfriend, because like of the collar here. I straight up thought this was a leash, but no, that's a necklace. I thought that was a leash for him. I see the vision. Yeah. But yeah, the fact that like they didn't even announce like a PC version, because like Ever Crisis has a PC version that's on Steam. I don't know if they'll still do that. But another thing, that's kind of what killed First Soldier, the like battle royale thing that they did. It was only on mobile. I have no idea why they didn't put that on PC. It makes no sense. Why they didn't put First Soldier on PC. The battle royale. I think that's what it's called, because there's also the story in Ever Crisis that is called The First Soldier. Which is gets a little confusing. Because they're two separate games. Was The Last Dissidia any good? I know that people are like very mixed on that Dissidia. What Dissidia NT, I think it's called. I've never played a Dissidia. I've been wanting to. I want to really play the PSP games. Because like I love a good like crossover, and this is like their Final Fantasy's crossover series. NT was really fun in IMO. Oh, okay. But that reminds me, because I didn't actually put this one up, because like, yeah, the Dissidia mobile game. We'll see how it does, if they're going to do a PC version, because they did do a PC version of Ever Crisis, where you can actually play it on Steam. But who knows? People mainly just really want what was it called, Duodecim or something? That was like that's the PSP game. And they still haven't ported it. And I know people really like that one. Yeah, here's the other thing that reminded me, because I actually didn't put this up on this screen here. So here's, speaking of mobile games. Oh, Ratchet and Clank! Okay, hold on. I'll wait for the trailer to end, and then I'll make my comments. Like the multiplayer for Up Your Arsenal? Yeah. The iPad babies are eating tonight! Galactic Ranger. So yeah, Ranger Rumble coming to mobile. So yeah, I love Ratchet and Clank. That is probably my favorite Sony franchise, my favorite PlayStation franchise. I've played literally every Ratchet and Clank game. I've even played. I found a way. I played on like an emulator, but I found a way to play the old mobile game. Do you remember the old mobile game? Mobile game Going Commando? Um, or not Going Mobile. That's like the second Ratchet and Clank game. It was called Going Mobile. Um, that you played on flip phones. That's how old that game is. Yeah, Going Mobile. Clone Home? No, I actually haven't played that one. Um, so maybe I haven't played every one. Yeah, I played the 2016 game. Um, so yeah, this is another Ratchet and Clank mobile game. Uh, it's so weird how there's a like a lot of focus on mobile games recently. Um, I saw somebody make a joke here about welcome back Federation Force, because like literally there is another like game mode in Federation Force that is called Blast Ball or something like that. Like a type of like soccer type game. Like, because Metro Prime Federation Force had like a mode like this. Yeah, not even a port of the PS3 version of the first three. Yeah, that's so weird. Like, that's something that people have been asking for like for PS5, because there's no way currently to play the PS2 trilogy on PS5. Or the PS3 games. So like, and now you're doing a mobile game? It's kind of crazy. So yeah, and there's just like the Cydia trailer. This also has like a ton of dislikes. People are upset. There's also the Horizon MMO that was announced as well. I'm not really going to go into that too much because I'm not like too interested in talking about it. But that seems like to be a bit of their push into like some live service type games. With the Horizon MMO and like this for like a mobile game. I'm just hoping that like, remember the Insomniac leak that happened a while back? It was said that they were going to be doing another Ratchet and Clank game later. I hope this isn't it. I don't think it is, because it was said it was going to be like in 2029 or something when they would do the next Ratchet and Clank game. But yeah, the Sly trilogy on PS5. Even like, because there were rumors about the first God of War games coming to PS5, about like a God of War Classic Collection or whatever, because there's no way to play them without streaming on PS5 right now. A lot of their first party like games cannot be played on PS5 at the moment. You either have to like play them on PS3 or play them like on PS2. They have some PS2 classics on there, but it's not rolling out like fast enough. Yeah, there's the Venom game in the works too. The Sly series where they're still on a cliffhanger over a decade, yeah. I haven't played the fourth one. I played the first two games. And like I think I like started the third game, but I haven't finished it. Because I have the collection on PS3. Cell processor will forever be a curse on all gamers, yeah. Alright. Something weird that happened. Nintendo made a short, and it was really strange how this released. Because the short originally appeared with no Pikmin in it at all. There was just this Binky that just was like floating around, going around all the place, and it was just this baby chasing after it. And it's like, what the hell is this? It's just like, I guess we're making Pixar shorts now for Nintendo. Um, but then they released the other version on it on like the Nintendo Today app, and that had with Pikmin in it. And there's some like lore implications about Pikmin, according to Pikmin Bloom, the mobile game for Pikmin, and how apparently you can't see Pikmin because they're invisible to the human eye. And that's I guess the explanation for this. Coco Melon looking ass.
That fucking cat is back!
Rena, hello.
Yeah! The one that looks like it's wearing makeup!
But yeah, so Nintendo made a short, which is really cool. But yeah, it was based on Pikmin. This is like the first time we've seen them. Well, not the first time, because we actually did have some Pikmin shorts back when Pikmin 3 was about to come out, or was it like after it came out? I can't remember. But those shorts were also like very good. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed this short. I don't know if they'll do stuff like this for like other games, but it's very interesting. Yeah, Pikmin. Speaking of Pikmin, there was an update for Pikmin 4, and it's very confusing. It's very confusing because, like, yeah, this update came out like after the Close to You short came out. It's very confusing because it's not a Switch 2 update. Not even like it's a free update, but there's no like Switch 2 like upgrades for it. Like some of the free upgrades for like Odyssey, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Those, but there's a lot of like games that came out when the Switch 2 came out that had free updates for like, you know, higher frame rate, higher resolution, or whatever. For Pikmin 4, you're like, oh yeah, Pikmin 4 would be like a perfect candidate for like an update like that or a Switch 2 edition. But no, this is a free update that does not have like any like frame rate or resolution like bumps for Switch 2, which is very confusing. Like, so you're doing free updates for like other games, but not Pikmin 4? Like, this is a free update for like the Switch 1 version. We begged for DLC and the monkey's paw curled, yeah. But there's a lot of cool stuff in this update, though.
Pikmin 4.
So let's take a look at it. They're adding a photo mode.
Now take pictures on your adventure with the new field camera.
Also, I can be out of the maid outfit
Find
now.
your
It's been an hour.
angle and snap a photo. You can customize your photos by adding stamps and frames.
There's Ochi.
Capture your favorite moments, pint-sized or otherwise, while traveling alongside your Pikmin. Oh, who's this?
No, we got these Pikmin
unique-looking
from Pikmin Bloom.
Why, it's a decor Pikmin! You can find them hiding all throughout the map. You'll get a hint on where each one's located to help you spot these elusive Pikmin.
Yeah, I 100%ed Pikmin 4. It's very
There it
good.
is.
I enjoyed it a lot.
The decor Pikmin you discover will join your squad.
So this does give me reason to go back to Pikmin 4. However,
Good luck finding them during your travels.
I kind of want them to like do a Switch 2 update because like
Decor Pikmin you meet in the game can also
this
join
this
you in
game
the
would
smart device
very
app.
much
Pikmin Blue.
benefit from having a resolution and frame rate update.
With the
Yeah, and they're doing a
relaxed
hard
level,
mode.
Wildlife won't attack unless you strike first.
Hard mode or
New
easy.
players can enjoy a more mellow adventure and capture photos up close at their own pace. Creatures will also be easier to defeat. And for experienced players, the Fierce level is available for a more challenging adventure.
Apparently there's a cap on how many Pikmin you can have in
This
the hard
free
mode
update
too.
for
Up to
Pikmin
60
4 will be
Pikmin you can have
available
instead of
this
100.
November. An updated free demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop the same day.
But yeah, Pikmin... Whoop. the Pikmin 4 update, yeah, it's kind of baffling why there's no like switch to like resolution or frame rate upgrade. Not 100, yeah. But yeah, you do 60, so that way it's harder in the hard mode. Oh, these cookies look good. I want cookies now. Beta, hello. But that's not the only update we're getting. There's going to be a Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing, and this one's very long, so I won't go like through all of it. I won't let it play like the other one. Because that was just like 2 minutes. But Animal Crossing is getting a Switch 2 edition next year. This kind of came out of nowhere because people are like, "Oh, they're probably just gonna like do a new Animal Crossing, for the Switch 2 or whatever." But like, no, we're getting a free update, and it kind of makes sense because like Animal Crossing is, I think, the second best-selling Switch game. The first best-selling Switch game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But I think Animal Crossing, I believe it's, like, the second best-selling. So, we're getting a resolution upgrade. No frame rate upgrade, though, apparently. There's, like, new mouse controls. So that's gonna make decorating a lot easier. New megaphone, item to use the mic just randomly. Like, okay. And then, up to 8 players can be on an island, together, which is very cool. Using game chat and everything. And this is gonna be in January, so this is, like, very soon. And this will actually make me want to, like, play Animal Crossing again. I'm probably just gonna, like, restart an island or something, because, like, it's been so... Oh, 12! 12 players, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm excited to, like, start it and, stream it as well. But yeah, and also the upgrade, apparently, for the Switch 2 edition, if you already own Animal Crossing, is going to be $5. Most of the upgrades have been between 10 and 20 for, like, the Switch 2 edition, or it's been free if they didn't do a Switch 2 edition. So this is just $5? It's like, oh, okay, that's really cool. I think it's mainly because, like, this is all the Switch 2 stuff. Everything else is just a free update for, like, all versions of Animal Crossing, which is really cool. There's gonna be a new hotel, with a captain and his family. So that's really cool. And you're decorating, like, hotel rooms and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of new stuff. And then, yeah. Mr. Rossetti has a, like, cleaning service, that way you can, like, clean up stuff. Then we have the, Luna's, like, Dream World, or Dream Islands, which you can have up to 3 of them.
Husband Hotel, Nasan Cappy Hotel.
Cappy Hotel, yeah. Cappin'. So yeah, you can have up to, like, 3 islands to, like, mess around with in the Dream World. So that's really cool. And this various collaborations. I'm gonna let this one play here, because I think this is pretty neat.
Souvenir Shop will start carrying Nintendo products, including retro toys and classic game systems. With an active Nintendo Switch online membership,
I think this is pretty
you can
cool.
even play a select classic game on each system. Now that's playing with power.
I'm wondering which game they'll choose for each system.
Additionally, via Nook Shopping, Lego items, including furniture
Yeah, we got
and
Lego.
fashion items, such as a sofa, a table, wallpaper, t-shirt, and more, will be available. They come in a variety of colors, so mix and match to find combinations you like.
Yeah, you can change the color of the Lego too. And this is
The
neat.
Zonai Authentication Crest, Triforce, plus other furniture and fashion items inspired by the Legend of Zelda series will become available by tapping compatible Legend of Zelda series amiibo. In addition, newly added characters Tulin and Minoru can visit your
Yeah,
island.
Tulin and Minoru from Tears of the Kingdom.
You can also
Just like
invite
as
them to come
villagers.
live on your island, of course. And if you tap a compatible amiibo from the Splatoon series, Cece or Viche can visit your island.
No, these characters are just cosplaying.
Seems like they're really into dressing up. They look a little familiar, don't they? Splatoon collaboration items will also become available.
Yeah, where's Big Man? Here's
Splatoon
Big Man.
collaboration items will also become available.
He's a couch. Big Man's a couch.
Use them to show off your true colors. The free update for Animal Crossing New Horizons arrives
yeah.
January 15th.
But yeah, that's really cool. This was like unexpected, like out of nowhere. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna like get this update. And then we'll probably play on stream, just like chill out with Animal Crossing. I think that'll be a lot of fun. To play that every so often, since I usually for Animal Crossing, I'll play the game. This happens like with every Animal Crossing for me. Even New Horizons. I'll play the game for a few months, then put it down and never pick it up again. That's what happens with Animal Crossing for me. It happens like every time. However, with this new update and the fact that I'm streaming now, I might be streaming this like more often, just for like randomly. So that's cool. Favorite filler missions to you? Yeah, probably. Then we got our trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension, the trailer for the DLC coming out, which is coming out a lot sooner than I thought.
It's time to see what new adventures await you. Here in Lumios, a city shared by people and Pokemon, something strange is afoot. Distortions are forming all over. And at Hotel Z, a mysterious girl named Ansha appears along with Hoopa.
Hope Corviknight gets a Mega
mischief
Evolution?
Pokemon.
I don't know.
Team MZ
We do see a
borrow
couple new
Hoopa's
ones in here.
power to dive into one of these strange distortions.
We got Hoopa!
On the other side, you'll find yourself in an otherworldly, not quite Lumiose city. You'll encounter different Pokemon living and thriving there than the ones in Lumiose.
Glyphosate, cool.
Watch out, these Pokemon are hyper strong.
So this is the interesting thing. You see that level there? It's kind of hard to see on stream. But levels past 100, which is very different for Pokemon. They've never done that before.
And seasoned trainers will need to keep their guards up. To go adventuring in hyperspace, you'll need help from Ansha and Hoopa. Ansha is a talented donut chef.
Donuts.
She bakes berries into donuts for Hoopa to eat, awakening its power so it can open distortions and allow you to enter new pockets
Give me Mega
of
Ninetales,
hyperspace.
please. Yeah.
If you use the berries you can find in hyperspace, it seems you can make even more effective donuts.
So I'm guessing this is how you, like, get past level 100 with these donuts.
A newly arrived trainer will help you in this investigation. Karina, the successor to a
Right,
line
Karina
of
from,
Mega
X and Y.
Evolution gurus. She'll join
She's
Team
shown up
MZ
finally.
in
And also she has
tackling
this suit, whatever the hell this is. She has so many Mega Stones.
of hyperspace Lumiose. Here's a Pokemon with a
Mega
newly
Chimecho.
discovered Mega Evolution. Mega Chimecho. In this form, Chimecho is flanked by dangling copies of itself. When they resonate with each other, they can unleash mighty sound wave attacks. There's also Mega Baxcalibur,
Mega Baxcalibur,
distinguished by the blade on its back.
Is it? I love with Mega Baxcalibur. Like, there's been some memes I've seen. Like that like screenshot with Olaf. It was like, oh, I've been impaled. Like, yeah, who would stab him?
Blade on its back, even bigger now thanks to Mega Evolution. With such a big blade, Mega Baxcalibur can smash all kinds of things. Crisis looms as distortions form around.
Yeah,
the
we know
sun.
about Mega Raichu.
What caused Hyperspace Lumiose to appear? Join your Team MZ crew and your new allies and discover who or what lies waiting for you in hyperspace. The Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC, featuring additional story content and more, will arrive.
But yeah, this is coming out sooner than I thought. It's coming out December 10th. I thought it would be like January or February next year. So a lot sooner than I thought. So we'll be playing it on stream then. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Mega Stones for... Yeah. I already got the Delphox one. I'll get the Chestnut whenever that comes out. Yeah, wasting no time cashing in. Yeah. That's not all the Pokemon news, though. We got some more. There was this trailer for Pokopia, the extended trailer. There's a lot of stuff here. It's like a 10-minute trailer, so I won't go all over it. But it does make me wonder, like, what the hell happened here? What is the lore about this game? Because there's, like, a completely destroyed Pokemon Center. There's no humans around at all. Like, we got this Professor Pokemon, this Professor Tangrowth. Which I love his design. It's very cute. He says he hasn't seen any like humans around. And he's trying to like find Pokemon, bring Pokemon back here. So you're basically helping him. So there is like some there are some like objectives in this game. A secret mystery dungeon sequel? I don't know. Gadzooks a human? But no, not really. It's Professor Tangrowth. So you basically have to like recruit Pokemon, help out with things, like you'll learn new abilities, everything. Ditto is never not cursed. Oh yeah. The Ditto Lapras is very funny looking. And we also got a Ditto Dragonite here. Look how derpy he looks. That's so weird. But yeah, bunch of... Yeah, I got a grant requests for Pokemon and everything. Find Pokemon everywhere. I think it'll be a fun game. I'm probably gonna focus like more on Animal Crossing than this game, though. No Gengar? I'm sure Gengar will be in it. But yeah, you can customize your little Ditto character. You have a little room here. You can also play together. Which is neat. Including game share, apparently. Dressing up as Misty. But then there's like some other stuff at the end here, where we saw some new forms of Pokemon we haven't seen yet. So we got this Smeargle, apparently called Smear Guru, which it just looks like a regular Smeargle, just with paint smeared all over it. And this is very weird. Like, what happened to Pikachu? This Pikachu. It's and it's called Pikachu, apparently. I'm guessing it's like a ghost electric type. It's a female Pikachu, apparently. Yeah, rip Pikachu. And then there's this. A Snorlax that is called, Mosslax. Yeah, Mosslax. Like, this Snorlax has been, sleeping for a very long time. It's really, really interesting. So I'm very interested in, like, the lore implications of this game. It'll be interesting. But the other thing, uh, uh, that is, a bit weird about this game. Let me find it. Okay.
Did you know the Nintendo Switch 2 system has
This
two
is
types
the
of
thing.
physical game cards?
This is how we found out. This was even before that trailer came out. Apparently, Pokopia is going to be a game key card. And a
The
lot of
first
people are
type
upset
are
about that. I
standard
mean, I'm
game
upset about it
cards.
too. I'm not sure if I'll even get it.
And
Like,
the second are called game key cards.
because like I said, Animal Crossing is coming out. The new version of Animal Crossing is coming out very close to when Pokopia comes out. Like a couple
These
months.
cards are marked with a key icon
So I'll probably
here.
be playing that more often than this.
They also include this information on the front of the packaging.
But how do
Game
they
key
taste?
cards
Yeah.
don't contain any game data.
Yeah, no game data
Here's
at
how
all.
to use
I love how it's a shape of a ditto,
them to
though.
play games. After inserting the game key card, connect to the internet to download game data. Before purchasing the game, make sure you have enough space available in your system memory. You can find the full game download size on the packaging here. Now, let's start the download. When you insert a
We have
game
waste
key
supplies
card
that you
into
don't
your
actually own.
system
Might
for
even
the
have a
first
cartridge at that
time,
point, yeah.
a prompt will appear to begin the game download. You'll need an internet connection for the initial download. Once the download is complete, you can play whenever you like with the game keycard inserted. And when you want
There's
to
a
play
sample
another
text. Well, that's the thing, is that even in the Pokopia trailer, they had it as a game key card.
game, simply swap out the game keycard, just like standard game cards. You can also use
And
the
they
game
have it as a game
keycard
key
with
card in all the pre-order information as well.
another Nintendo Switch.
Which is so weird, because, like, Pokopia isn't that big of a game. I think they said it's, like, 10 gigabytes or something? Which, there are other Nintendo, games that are much bigger. And I understand the logic that people are going through with this game. Is that Pokopia is not developed by Nintendo. It's developed by Koei Tecmo. So they're like, oh yeah, it's a different developer. And they're technically not publishing it, the Pokemon company is. However, you know what else is not developed by Nintendo? Let me find it. Here, I'll get it here. I'm just gonna like show what the Hyrule Warriors. And look, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is not a game key card. It is not developed by Nintendo. It's just published by them. Yeah, this is also not a main series game. And this just came out. And it has the full game on the cartridge. And this game is way bigger than Pokopia. So, it doesn't make sense why Pokopia is a game keycard when this isn't. I'm not sure, like, why. I don't know if it's the developer's decision, the Pokemon company's decision, or Nintendo's decision to do this. But one thing I know about Pokemon spin-offs rarely do like they usually don't do nearly as well as the main series games. Um, calculate a move, pick a profitable franchise, test it, but not high risk game, so a little spin off of the testing grounds. Yeah, I think that's what they're probably doing. Um, and the thing that with Pokemon Pokopia, like I said, it's a Pokemon spinoff, and it's like a new spinoff as well. And Pokemon spinoffs typically don't do, like I said, they don't do nearly as well as the main series games. Like a lot of even new Pokemon Snap. Let me see how much that sold, because like if I'm correct, it didn't really actually sell that much. New Pokemon Snap sales. Let me look. So yeah, it says it sold like 2.4 million copies as of December 2021. That's the last time it was reported for new Pokemon Snap, which isn't bad. Like a lot of Switch games still sell well, pretty regardless. Do you know how much like the best selling the best selling like Metroid game on Switch is Metroid Dread, and it sold like over 3 million copies. When Metroid does better than a Pokemon game, like, yeah, the Pokemon spin-offs do not do that well, compared to the main series games. It's kinda crazy. It's kinda crazy how, like, people are mainly focused on the main series games and not the spin-offs. When people had been asking for a new Pokemon Snap for how long, and they finally get one, and it's like 2.4 million, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. But compared to how much like people love Pokemon, that is not a lot. I think, yeah, Detective Pikachu Returns, I think, did not do that well at all either. Let me see. Whoops. Detective Pikachu Returns. Uh, what are the sales? Ooh. Actually, I don't know what the sales are. I just know in Japan it's just like 85,000 physical copies. That's in the first release week though. Um, Detective Pikachu Returns. Whoops. But now spin-offs usually are higher produced games than the main series one. New Pokemon Snap. Yeah, New Pokemon Snap looks incredible. It's a very pretty looking game. Yeah, the second movie of Detective Pikachu. Um. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let me. Yeah, here's like a whole chart of the spin-offs. Uh. See, where's Detective Pikachu here? Oh yeah. Detective Pikachu Returns. Um. We don't really have data that much on it. We only know the Japanese sales for like it was like 137,000. Um, and even like the 3DS game was like 350,000, so it wasn't even like yeah, not even a million seller, which is so weird because like the movie did well. Get another Pokemon channel, yeah. Let's see how well did Pokemon channel did do. I'm gonna look that up. Pokemon channel 310,000 or 370,000 including Japan. So yeah, like I said, the spin-offs do not do nearly as well as the main series games. I don't think any of them. Yeah, I don't see any of them even like hitting. Okay, there's one. There's one game that has hit over 5 million. Um, and that was Pokemon Pinball of all things, like the first one on Game Boy. 'Cause, like, a lot of the Pokemon games on Game Boy were, like, doing really well, cause like, you know, that was, like, the height of, like, Pokemania at the time. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, yeah, for Pokopia, yeah, I don't know if it'll do that well, mainly because it's a Switch 2 game, and people are have I think people are gonna be kinda picky about which Switch 2 games they wanna play, and there's a lot of Switch 2 games right now that are out. There's Age of Imprisonment, there's Kirby Air Riders coming out, like, literally this Thursday. There's Metro Prime 4. There's going to be the update to Animal Crossing, so I'm not sure how well like, this Pokemon game's gonna do. Technobyte, thank you for the raid! I'm doing my, underwater level podcast right now, talking about, gaming news and stuff. But, thank you so much. Wuthering Waves! That's funny, we are gonna be talking about the Game Awards nominations, later, and that's actually one of the nominations for, like, Best Mobile, I think? I do put it on my YouTube channel. I don't really edit it, I just, like, put it on the, put it on there on my YouTube channel. Um, but anyway.
Welcome to the Fishbowl Podcast.
Yeah, Fishbowl Podcast. Nope. I don't know why I said yep. But no, it is not. We're not in a fishbowl. And I'm not a fish. But thank you so much for the raid. You need to rest after your stream, please do. A prediction? Yeah, we're gonna do predictions like after the podcast. The truth comes out. No. Anyway, yeah, game key card. I'm probably not gonna get this. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Because this is a much bigger game, and it's not a game key card, and it makes no sense. Because like, yeah, this is like many more gigabytes bigger, and it's not one. So weird. Anyway, more Pokemon news. This is the trailer for Pokemon Kanto, or Poke Park Kanto. This is gonna be the theme park. So let's take a look at the trailer here. Eevees. First thought it was a new Pokemon game. Yeah, me too. Now creamy cake. Yeah, I like the music in this trailer. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, it's coming out, or it's opening. February. Wait, it's February or May? Oh no, they do year, month, then day. So yeah, opening February, February 5th. That's gonna be really cool. I'm excited to see like the the vlog videos of like people visiting this place. Um, to see what it's like. But yeah, the first Poke Park gonna be in Kanto. I'm wondering if they're going to do Poke Parks like this around Japan, like, you know, Kanto, Hoenn, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, you know, around Japan, and then Poke Park Unova. What theme park would they do it at? Yeah, Unova Park when? Because that would probably be somewhere in New England. Um, I'm not sure which park. Um, but that'd be really cool. Because I have a feeling they want to do that all over the world. Like you'll have a Poke Park Kalos that'll be in like France. Poke Park Paldea would be in Spain. Um, Adoni Park or one of the abandoned places in Pennsylvania. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. We'll see what they do like after opening this park because it's technically part of a already existing theme park. Um, but still cool. All right. Next, let's talk about Zelda news. Pokebaka Alola in Hawaii, yeah. Um, so there's gonna be a new Lego set, and it seems gonna like it's going to be based on Ocarina of Time. Um, it's just like a teaser, but we see Link. And this is basically the end of Ocarina of Time. Um, so I guess we're getting this like you know, the end like Pig Ganon, which is like my favorite form of Ganon. Uh, the Ocarina of Time version is super good. Um, so that'll be a cool set to put together. We'll have to figure out like what how many pieces it is, so how much it might be. Um, but I will probably like get that. I still want to get the Deku Tree, because that one looks really cool. They can't have Lego minifigures of Mario because why exactly? I don't know. I guess they wanted to do something different than Mario, but yeah. But this looks really cool. We'll see more information at some point. We still don't know what the Pokemon Lego sets are gonna look like. Um, but at least we know with this, like, you know, that's, you know, Link and Zelda here. Because we've already had minifigures of them too with the Deku Tree. And also speaking of Zelda, we have our first images, and these are official ones. So these we won't get in trouble with this because there was a leak over the weekend um for like the filming that they're doing in New Zealand. Um, but here are our first images of Link and Zelda, you know, in a field here. Um, there's a couple of close-ups of them as well. We can see Bo Bragginson, I think her name is. Um, got the Hylian ears. You can see it on Link too. So, and I think it looks good. For like the outfits that they're going with. It definitely seems like there's a bit of like the Breath of the Wild kind of outfit a bit for Zelda here, but it's kind of like mixed with other things with her hair. Um, with Link, it seems like a typical like Link type of outfit. It's just like faded a little bit. Um, to make it, you know, more based in like realism or whatever. Um, but yeah, this is the same. This is the same director that directed Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I think was a good movie. Like, I don't think it was as good as like the other Planet of the Apes movies that came out in the past decade, but it was still very good. Um, and he did the Maze Runner films, which I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about the Maze Runner series, but he did that before Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. What a wonderful film! Yeah. So we'll probably see a trailer next year. Like, they only just, like, started filming this year. Um, so we'll see what they do, but this is the first images. I feel like they released these images because of the leak. Because like, oh, yep, on Monday we're gonna put out some images because like there was a leak or whatever. Because it's still like, you know, very early production at the moment. Um, I think next year in the September direct, we might get our look at the uh trailer because this is supposed to come out in 2027 in May. Um, but so far, yeah, and they're filming in like real locations, which is really cool. They actually did the same for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's just like a lot of the like props and stuff were like CG. Um, So I'm excited to see what they do with this. All right. Big thing. Steam hardware. Let's look at what they're saying.
Deck. Steam Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld gaming PC that lets you take your Steam library
I still
with
don't have
you
one of these yet.
anywhere. We're pretty proud of it.
Though,
people who own Steam
I might get
Decks
one of
have
the
been
other
playing
hardware
everywhere,
items
and we
they're talking
couldn't
about.
be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future
just a
of Steam
rectangle.
hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup. All connect you with powerful PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam, and all are shipping in early 2026. Let's start with this one.
A controller. Which I think looks way better than their previous Steam controller, if you
This
remember
is
what that thing
new
looked like.
Steam controller. The new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want. Just like with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpads, gyro,
Stick
and
placement
back
looks
buttons,
uncomfortable. Yeah,
all
I don't
in a
know.
comfortable form factor.
You can.
Its next-generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved
I'd probably have to
responsiveness
feel it in my
and
hands to see
longevity.
how I
We've put
feel about it.
capacitive touch sensors on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb or your pinky if you're feeling fancy. Play for way too long with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that allows for over 35 hours of playtime. With Steam Controller, we want to make charging and wireless pairing something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless adapter and magnetic charger included with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too. The new Steam controller works with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam machine.
All right, here's the other thing I'm going to talk about. However, I wanted to show you guys like the original Steam controller. The fuck is this thing? This was an abomination. I never had it myself, but I'm like, what the fuck? And like, this is like a weird like touchpad thing.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Like we got buttons down here. Something here that is supposed to be. This is like supposed to be like kind of a replacement for a second stick or like using like your mouse as like a touchpad or whatever. And this is like, what is this supposed to be a D-pad? Like, what is this? It's very weird. This is one of those 500 games in one controllers. Yeah. Yeah. So I think their new controller is like way better than whatever the hell this thing was.
Oh, this is the new Steam machine.
But yeah, this is the big thing.
Steam Machine is a powerful
The
gaming
GameCube!
PC in a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU, enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR. Steam
When in
Machine
doubt,
runs
return to
SteamOS
GameCube,
made
yeah.
for a bigger screen, built for gaming in your living room, your office, or wherever you play, with the rest of your PC.
I was about to upgrade my PC too.
Steam Machine borrows
Yeah,
some
me too,
great
but I
features from
think
Steam
I want to
Deck,
get this.
like lightning fast sleep and wake.
Mainly because I want to get one of these because it'll be so much easier to play PC games without having my OBS lag with like V2 Studio and stuff. Because I can just capture from this, and that'll be much easier to play
An
playing
SD
PC
card
games.
slot to easily expand your storage, and bring some new tricks of its own, like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show.
Like,
Steam
I just know
Machine
disk
is a
drive. I
PC,
mean,
so run whatever software you
I'm not
want,
gonna have any.
and it works
I don't
with
have a
all
disk
your
drive in
favorite
my
desktop
my
and gaming
PC right now.
accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with the low latency, wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right in. And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep, this is Steam Frame.
Man, their new VR headset,
Steam Frame is Valve's next generation VR,
which I'm also pretty interested
Stream
in.
all your Steam games, VR,
Because I
and
haven't had
non-VR
any
way,
VR
in this
headset before.
comfortable, lightweight, wireless.
I've
VR
wanted a
headset.
Valve Index,
Steam
but it was very expensive. I'm hoping this one is not nearly as expensive.
Frame uses camera-based tracking,
And that it's like
so
more.
getting into your games is
I'm hoping it's more. Well, I'll let it play
as
before I
easy
talk
as
about it.
slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controller for responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running Steam OS. In addition to streaming,
That's pretty neat.
You can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck, all powered by Steam, work together, and can be used however you'd like with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem.
I like the little
giving
animations
you
they're
more
doing.
ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam controller, Steam Machine, and
Rise
Steam
and
Frame
shine
are
gave a
all
cube rise
shipping in
and
early
shine.
2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
So, the main thing about the Steam Frame that I want, that I want it for, is that I've wanted a VR headset. However, I didn't really want to get a Meta Quest because I don't want to support Meta and Facebook and Zuckerberg or whatever. I'm like, man, I do really don't want to get one, even though it's cheap. It's like cheaper than a lot of other headsets. I'm like, man, I do not want to get one. So I'm like, Steam Frame. This looks like a better option. Because like the Steam Index was like very, very expensive. I'm hoping this comes out at a good price. I don't know like what kind of price it'll come out at. For the yeah, here's the Steam Machine. I do wonder like what the price is going to be with this. And also we were talking like earlier before the podcast started about Steam hardware usually comes out and there is some software that comes out with it. What if this is finally the time? What if this is finally the time that Half-Life 3 comes out with the Steam Machine and like everything else that they're releasing? What if? So here's the thing. There's going to be like two SKUs of this. There's going to be a 512 gigabyte one, and there's going to be a 2 terabyte one. I think the 512 one will be between $500 $600 maybe. That's what I think. And then the 2 terabyte one will be like either $100 or $200 more. Because I think they want to try to price it very competitively with like any other like pre-built PCs or consoles in general. And I think 500 to 600 for like the smaller storage version, that first SKU will be kind of the sweet spot. Does it come with VR? No, it doesn't come with the Steam frame. You need to purchase the Steam frame, like, separately for this. However, they did say that Steam frame is a computer itself. So you can buy this and just play games on this, like with some of the Meta Quest. Um, so yeah, I'm excited. I do really want to like get the Steam machine and the Steam frame probably eventually. Um, we just need to figure out what the price point's going to be. I don't know when they're going to announce the price point. Maybe they'll say something in the next couple of months because it's supposed to come out like what did they say, March? Or they said shipping in 2026. So we don't know when. It might be like early next year.
Finally, something I can have without shilling to a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, there's also the news about like Gabe Newell actually did Gabe Newell actually did purchase a $500 million yacht. So I'm like, I don't know if like I don't think there's like any ethical billionaires. Like, I know people like Gabe Newell, but like, come on, man. $500 million yacht? That much money? He just teaches his son, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about Steam is that Steam is a private company. It's not publicly traded, so they can do stuff like this, and hopefully they'll um like do well with the Steam machine. Because like the Steam Deck did well, like for them. It didn't do nearly as well as like consoles in general. Um, but the only way for this to put a dent, the only way for this to put a dent in like other console sales, for like PS5, Xbox. I mean, Xbox is already drowning itself. Um, the only way for it to put a dent in like Switch and PlayStation sales is for it to be available in stores. I said that before with the Steam Deck because the Steam Deck sold like 3 to 4 million, which is good for Steam, but it's like nowhere near what the Switch is, um, or like the PlayStation or like the Xbox even. Um, the only way for this, like I said, the only way for it to put a dent in console sales is for it to be in stores. Because I guarantee you, the first way you're going to be able to buy this is just through Steam itself. I don't think they're going to have it in stores for a while. If they do want it to put it in, if they do want to put it in stores, we don't know. The only way to get a Steam Deck right now is either get it from Steam or uh, order it refurbished from other sites. Because I know Best Buy and GameStop have it refurbished. Um, but to get it new, you need to get it from Steam. I would get the headset, yeah. But yeah, I do want to get the Steam machine because I want it to be able to play PC games and have my other computer running with my VTubing and streaming software open, so that way those programs do not lag while I'm playing a game. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of VTubers and streamers in general, do have dual PC setups for streaming, to where like one PC is for the actual stream software, or like VTubing software or whatever, and then the other PC is for games. And that's what I want this for. I want this for games, strictly for games. That way I don't have to waste space on my main PC, for games as well. So yeah. Getting a Steam frame is practically a Steam Deck itself, but built different. Yeah, and you can play VR games on it too. So that's really really cool. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do an unboxing stream. I want to try to get both eventually. I'm probably gonna get the Steam machine first because like the VR thing, I haven't had a VR headset, so I'll probably try to get this one. It depends on like when it comes out. But yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah. I think Ice mentioned it earlier. How like Half-Life 2 came out when Steam was launched. Um, like back in the day. So Half-Life 3 for Steam machine launching? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, the controller's probably gonna be easy to get. I'm probably just gonna use like what I've been using on my PC though, which is like my series controller. Probably be insane to get both the headset and the GameCube. Yeah. I love that, like, people have just been calling it the GameCube, even though it's the Steam machine. Anyway, let's move on. We have a couple more topics to go, and then we'll move on to doing stuff after the podcast. So we got the Indie Game Awards. We got a lot of nominees here. There's also some like new categories, I believe. Let's see. Let me. It's in alphabetical order, so I'll go at the beginning here. Wish I could pause it. Oh wait, I can do it down here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so achievement and accessibility. We got Abiotic Factor, Calm the Storm, Peak, Spray Paint Simulator, Squeak Cross, Home, Squeak Home, and Barista. Um, African Indie Game Award. Basically indies from African countries. Brew and Boogie, Get the Milk, Finding Father, Flibius McDougal, Ikela. Got an IKEA logo. Metavoidal, Stick It to the Stick Man. Got ANZ, so Australia, New Zealand, Pacific Islands, developers from that area of the world. The Drifter, Abiotic Factor, Tempopo, Hollow Knight Silksong. I actually didn't know they were from that region. Mars First Logistics and Proximate. Like, is Team Cherry an Australian? Actually, I don't know like where they're based. Bite Size Game, Karimara, Fly Knight, Many Knights of Whisper, the Dark Queen of Mortholm. This game will end in 205 clicks, and time flies. A lot of these I'm not very familiar with, so I'm probably not going to do a prediction for them this year. Black Voice and Gaming Award got Advent Neon, Althea, The Wrath of a Fairy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, Spirit Swap, Lo-Fi Beats to match 3-2, Sorry We're Closed, and Sunken Stones. Oh, they're in Adelaide. Oh, okay. But yeah, this one is also a new one. Like these are new ones here. For the regional like awards, I believe those are new, and I believe this is new, the Black Voice in Gaming. Community management. We got Jenny Zhao and AP Thompson, Strange Scaffold, Sassy Chap Games, All Day All Night, Team Peak, Gamesmithing Limited. Consume Me, yeah. That's another game that's up. Best debut game. So there's some controversy about this because we'll also talk about it when we go over the Game Awards as well. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. People are counting it as an indie game because it's technically an independent studio. Then Discounty, Fretless, ILA, Sorry You're Closed, and Tyrant's Realm. Because like it's technically an independent studio in the same way Baldur's Gate 3 was technically from an independent studio. But it just has like, you know, AAA like a look to it. So got Emotional Impact, After Love EP, and Roger. Don't Get Your Hopes Up, Henry Halfhead, Water Stop, and Wednesdays. Didn't they receive funding from the French government? I think so. Oh, then gameplay design, we got like 10 here. Absalom, Ball Pit, Dawnfolk, Hades 2, Hollow Knight 6 Silksong, Keep Driving, Look Outside, ooh. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, we played the demo to this one. The King is watching for gameplay design. Innovation, Blueprints, Free Ride, Gas Station Story, PBJ the Musical, Ruffy in the Riverside, that's another one I want to play. This one, Taria and Como. Latin American Indie Game Award, Despelote, Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, Taria and Como, Tormented Souls 2, Adventure of Samsara, and Calubra and the Souls of Limbo. For music, Everhood 2, Herdling, Rift of the Necrodancer, Sonokuni, Sword of the Sea, and Wheel World. Sword of the Sea, oh yeah. That's another one I want to play. Best Narrative, Citizen Sleeper 2, Starred Vector, Consume Me, The Drifter, Promise Mascot Agency, The Root Trees Are Dead, The Seance of Blake Manor. For solo development, Tall Trails, Lush Foils of Photography Sim, Mega Bonk. I've seen a lot of like streamers play this one, and I do want to play it because it looks like Vampire Survivors but 3D. Naiad, Spilled, and Vile Exhumed. Southeast Asian Indie Game Award, Glyphica Typing Survival, Artist Impact, Urban Jungle, Whisper Mountain Outbreak, After Love EP, Seed App Culinary Adventure. Visual Design, 30 Birds, Artist Impact, Cat Detective Albert Wild. Well, he's got just like a cat head. Eclipsium, Slime Rancher 2, Machina. Then a woman-led indie game award. Cabernet, or Cabernet? Cabernet? Gemporium, White Knuckle, Urban Myth Dissolution Center, Spilled, and Duck Detective, The Ghost of Glamping. And then, for Indie Game of the Year, for the Indie Game Awards, Absalom and Roger, Consume Me, Blueprints, Citizen Sleeper 2, Clair Obscure Expedition 33, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Keep Driving, and Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. You know what's so funny about this? 3 of these games are also up for the regular Game Awards. These 3 right here. Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong are all up for the Jeff Keighley Game Awards. Which is very interesting. Speaking of which, let's look at our awards here. We'll go over here. We'll watch this video, and then we'll end the podcast after that. But thank you so much for watching. We're gonna do our predictions for the Game Awards after we end the podcast. But let's look at the all of the nominations that have been said. I didn't go on the site because the site is like was like very laggy, so it might take a while to like get through everything. So we're just gonna watch the video.
By our global voting jury. Who's in the running?
My name's Geoff.
You're about to find out as we reveal this year's nominees across all the categories, and you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr for Clair Obscure Expedition.
Yay, Ben Starr!
Charlie Cox for Clair Obscure Expedition.
I forgot he was in that too.
Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yote. Jennifer English for Clair Obscure Expedition.
So
33. Konatsu Kato for
3 performers for Expedition 33 there.
Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah, that's one of the nominations for Indiana Jones there. Even though that came out last year, it was like
Final
after the
Fantasy
cutoff
14,
date.
Fortnite,
Final
Helldivers
Fantasy
2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky.
You know what's funny is about Best Ongoing Game? I believe it's like the same exact lineup except for Marvel Rivals. I think.
For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are Destiny Rising, Persona 5 The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Masume Pretty Derby, and
That's a
Furthering Waves.
yeah. That's probably gonna get it, I think. The Uma Masame. That's like been very popular.
Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. For best score and music, leveled up by Spotify, the nominees
Girl,
are
yeah.
Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorian Testar for
It's
Clara
December
Obscura
11th, I
Expedition
think.
33, Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yote, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. The best audio design nominees are Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation. A Minecraft Movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
I didn't even know this came out. I was like, Splinter Cell, that had a thing?
The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. For Best Narrative, the outstanding nominees are Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. Best Community Support celebrates game developers who continually and transparently engage.
I think this also had has the exact same
Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite,
the exact same
and No Man's Sky. Your
list as last
nominees
year.
for
Yeah.
Games for Impact are Consume Me, Despelote, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop. In the category of
Some of the stuff
Best
that we saw in the indie
Multiplayer,
games.
the nominees are Ark Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
Okay, it wasn't Mario Kart World that was in there. It's on something else. But yeah, we got Peak there.
Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Hades 2,
Yeah.
and Hollow.
Yeah, three of the ones that we saw for Game of the Year and indie games are all here as
Knight
well.
Silksong. Best Debut Indie Game recognizes a development team that hasn't won a Game Award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Despelote, Dispatch, and Megabonk. For Best VR AR Game, the nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion, Ark Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk. For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are Pedro, Kai Sanat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and The Burnt Peanut. Part of
I had never heard of the Burnt Peanut before, but that's funny.
the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next, and don't worry.
I don't know if this is the first Game Awards that Moist Critical has actually been nominated.
We'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees based on
I
currently
joke seeing
announced
that.
titles. 007 First
Most
Light,
anticipated, we
Grand
know what it's
Theft
gonna be.
Auto
It's gonna be
6,
that.
Marvel's Wolverine,
GTA
Resident
6.
Evil Requiem, and
This is coming out literally the month after.
The Witcher 4. The best action-adventure game nominees are Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Yeah, Moist Crittles is
Ghost
also
of
in Dispatch,
Yote,
yeah.
Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for
For
Requiem
best
as well. I'm gonna
role-playing
play that when it
game,
comes
the
out.
jury selected Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds.
It's always weird to me how people consider Monster Hunter an RPG because it doesn't really feel like one.
2. In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are 2XKO.
Monster Hunter Stories is
Capcom
definitely an
Fighting Collection
RPG,
2,
but yeah.
Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World
Surprised
Stage.
Indiana Jones got a few
The
nominations,
nominees
yeah.
for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2.
I also forgot
Ninja
Doom the
Gaiden
Dark Ages
4,
came out.
And Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation and accessibility are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26.
Heard good things about Ninja Gaiden 4, yeah.
Midnight.
I haven't played
Next
a
up,
3D
Best
Ninja Gaiden
Family
before.
Game. The nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego
Donkey
Party,
Kong.
Lego Voyagers,
2 Lego
Mario
games.
Kart World, Sonic Racing
Yeah, there's Mario
Cross
Kart.
Worlds,
And Sonic Racing.
Split Fiction. The best sim strategy.
It's kinda weird
game
the Split Fiction
nominees
is there.
are The Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Evilise
Final Fantasy
Chronicles,
Tactics!
Jurassic World Evolution 3,
Jurassic World!
Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum. These games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game. EA Sports
Split Fiction is a family game? I mean, I guess? If you're playing it with a spouse, maybe. Because, like, it's strictly a co-op game.
C26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and
Mario Kart.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
And Sonic Racing,
Now
yeah.
the nominees in our 3 esports
I think both
categories.
Sonic Racing and Mario Kart are, like, both in categories together. Like,
Starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and
oh yeah,
Valorant.
this is also the same, like, exact list from last year, the best, like, esports
The
game.
nominees for Best Esports Athlete are Brock, Chovy, for
Oh yeah, this,
Sakaru,
I don't know
RD,
any,
and Zywoo. And for Best Esports
I don't know any of these
our
people.
Special Esports Committee nominated these teams.
with the same, I don't
NG,
keep up with
League of
esports at all.
Legends, NRG, Valorant, Team Falcons, Dota 2, Team Liquid PH, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Team Vitality, Counter-Strike 2. Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go. First, Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year, recognizing a
Don't
game
say it like that.
delivers the absolute best
Don't say
experience to
GOTY.
players across all
Don't make
creative
Jeff say
and
GOTY.
fields. For this year's awards, our
That's almost worse than saying Master Chief comes.
global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as the nominees for Game of the
GOTY.
Year. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach from Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza from
Yeah, Donkey Kong
Nintendo.
Bonanza's up.
Hades 2 from Supergiant Games. Hollow Knight Silksong from Team Cherry. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 from
This is,
Warhorse Studios.
I'm surprised they went with Kingdom Come
There you have
Deliverance
it, your
too, but I mean,
nominees for
people like it
Game
enough.
of the Year. And now
It was definitely one of the, I wasn't expecting Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because it came out like really early in the year. So I wasn't like sure if it would like make it or not, but yeah. Okay. I think that's going to be it for the podcast as far like talking about stuff. So, I do want to thank you all for hanging out for the podcast. Say goodbye to YouTube. I will have this uploaded on my YouTube channel. And then after we end, we're gonna like vote for the Game Awards and then put in our predictions. Like we've done years before. So
Goodbye, YouTube.
bye YouTube. We'll see you next time.